Sin más, les dejo a todos con Grandmother Jyoti de la tradición norteamericana, tradición Lakota. Bienvenida, Jyoti Ma.
Thank you. And I suppose you're going to want to translate as I go along, so I'll try to remember to do that, except when I pray. Do you want to translate during that time too?
No, that is fine. We will translate it later for people who want to come back to it, and we will have the video translated in subtitles. So,
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I just want to make sure because, the bridge of understanding happens when we can share our languages, wherever we live. So I just want to first say thank you to this team, this beautiful team that has held a vision for so long, and it's growing and it's flowing and it's so timely. The voice of Gaia must be heard, yeah? And here we sit on this very sacred day of the solstice here in the North America, the Turtle Island. This is the moment of our winter when it's the darkest and we're just about to move towards the light. So that's why it can be such a holy moment. And all of our elders globally say that these are the high holy days. However we celebrate them or know them or live in them, or they live in us, these traditional ways of prayer that we all hold and come together. That's what's called us together here today, for sure. I also love that love as the ultimate protection. This is so important right now. I'm also thinking about Damanhur. I don't know if many of you might know of this beautiful place. It's a very mysterious place that came very mystically into being and is still there. And you can go to its website and learn more about it. But I've been there several times. I've come to make relations with people there. And they have built mostly by hand under the ground so that when you walk up, you think there's just a regular house, and then you go down and there is this amazing temple to mankind that has several layers to it. The very bottom layer, the foundation of it, has a mural that goes around the whole wall of that room. And it shows from the original times, and it moves us through some of the history we've walked through. And in the very last part, you see that there's this darkness that's coming upon us. And at the very last part, people are starting to get nervous about this darkness that's coming upon us. And at the very last part, it's caught in a web. And as it's done that, the web separates it out so that all of a sudden we realize that the darkness that we were so afraid of is ourselves. It's a moment of truth and realization that allows us to see that the battle for peace on this earth, for light to shine brightly on this planet, is really that we must meet the truth of ourselves and integrate our shadow. Our shadow brings us our potential, you see. So it's a moment that I want to just really recognize that it's a moment right now when the elders around this planet, I've worked for 4 decades now with our elders around this planet that hold that original way of life that was maintained and sustained on original principles. That was the mother law that was given to the original people in the original day. And that law tells us that we must embody the principles of reciprocity, collaboration, heart, love, unity, tolerance, compassion. All life is sacred. That it's a moment right now of choice where we really have to stand in that space. For you see, the prophecies are unfolding themselves. The Mamo said In 2013, I was in a small group of elders in Colombia when the mamas opened up the next part of the prophecy of the eagle condor prophecy. And this prophecy has foretold a new dawn that is coming. And so in 2013, they said we were getting ready to go into very deep cleansing process that would last 13 years. They said the ending was falling into the beginning in 2026. They said that we must watch the ending as it falls down because that will inform us. But we must stay focused on that which is breaking through. And that which is breaking through is carried by those individuals and organizations and movements like this one that are based on those original principles that are walking in that way. For it is through this focus and through that movement of unification that we will go through the keyhole and into the new dawn. For the Mother Earth is in her ascension process. And we have all come here now knowing that the turning time that has been prophesized is here and now, and we're part of that. In this last few weeks, the mamos have brought us a message from the Mother Earth, and she says she cannot hold her maladies any longer, that she must either take her own healing into her own hands, which will move things and bring great change, or she will call upon all of us, her children, to really activate ourselves, unify ourselves, and focus on what is needed and aligned with what is needed for this moment to evolve itself. She says this must be done in the next 2 years. So many of our elders are receiving messages in these times from many nations. Many peoples, all nations are getting the same kind of message that is coming through in very different ways because we each carry a thread of the new dawn that is being weaved. The tapestry of that new dawn is revealing itself to us. And we have been prepared and we are ready. And now she said, it's time to march. Be the new dawn. Be the peace you've been praying for. It's a very auspicious moment that you gather here on the solstice as we come together in community, representing people from all different directions. The 4 directions of this planet are gathered here today in many different forms around the planet. Many ceremonies are going on. Much celebration is being offered as we call in the light of hope and love on this great solstice day. And so with that, I'd like to offer my prayer. Oh, Mother, Father, God, I sit here on the sacred territory, the Pomo and the Coastal Miwok people, and I'm shouting out a heart full of gratitude. 2023 has been a year of great cleansing. It's been a year of letting go of old form and embracing the new that is rising out of the ashes of that was, so we can stand in a moment of what is a new dawn. We are returning to the original point of our journey that started so long ago. We're coming back to ourselves. We're opening our hearts and we're allowing the intelligence of love to light our way. You gave me an image the other day, Creator, when this message felt, oh, so strong that came from the elders of Colombia. You showed us together in this unified community. We are a light. We are a flame. We are a flame for love and hope. And we're in a wind tunnel. And we must be grounded in ourselves and hold that heart wide open and still the mind so the light of hope and love can brighten itself in our unified presence of being with you in this moment. The wind moves through the wind channel and it goes around us and above us and below us. And as it does, it only brightens our light. For we are here committed to this new dawn, to peace on earth. Thank you for the thought that has brought us this far. Thank you for your love and patience as you grew us and evolved us so that we can take this great step from the human part of our understanding into the human beingness of who we are. Thank you for showing us how to embrace our diversity, for it truly is a bouquet of wonder that is here showing us creation itself in all its splendor. Thank you for the mother elements of this creation, the water, the air, the fire, the earth, for they are the instruments of the making. I know the challenges sometimes bring us to our knees. But in that reflection, I see many that are marching for the Divine Mother all over this planet. One pilgrimage that just completed itself this month on December 12th was that march to Guadalupe in Mexico. And I'm told that as people march this distance to go to her sacred space and place, that the last half mile they're on their knees raising her flag high. And so we as humanity are on our knees raising our flag high for the mother, the life maker, the breath of this creation in all her forms, all the names that we might give her as this mother father dance into the new dawn, bringing balance between all aspects of self. I give great thanks. I give great thanks for the courage that it must invoke in each and every one of us to go beyond ourselves and to move into a selfless action of prayer, unified through the heart and the potential of that intelligence, that love flows in our way. Thank you for the ancestors that have a hand on every single one of us gathered in this circle of life today, for they truly are protecting us and showing us the way. Thank you for the generations that will come behind us, for you have already planted in them the seed of what will need to be cultivated in this new dawn. We carry that hope. Thank you for the dream of life that is flowing amongst us all, showing us the different languages and cultures, a time that was about a teaching of separation, a world of understanding that flowed in so many different, diverse ways, from the way we dress to how we speak, to the culture itself, its music, its original language that flows from the sacred territory of this Mother Earth in all these different aspects of herself. I give you great, great, great thanks. And now we're flowing into this next world, the hope we call the fifth world, that of unity, unification of all nations, for we are now bringing our diversity to the center of the source of it all. And the source of it all will engulf us in our oneness and the state of our beingness becomes activated, our own authenticity, the treasure of the time. I give you great thanks for this and so much more. I ask that you go now and you, through your breath, move through and touch every heart that's gathered here. And if there's anything heavy upon their hearts, lift it higher. Let them feel the love they are. Let them be the love they are. Let us shine in our oneness so that the heart of who we are as humanity can realign itself in a resonance with the heart of this mother, Gaia. You're listening, Gaia. We are listening to you. And we're moving past ourselves into a moment of wonder as we realign with you. And let your voice be heard around the world. May the aroma of compassion move through us all so that we turn to ourselves first, embrace ourselves, forgive ourselves, fall in love with ourselves, and then turn around and share that with all that is. I give you great thanks for this day. I give you great thanks, grandmother, that dreamed all of this into being and is still dreaming us today. I sit at your feet this morning and I say, thank you. Thank you for bringing us this far. Let us awake in the dreaming of the new dawn with you. I give you thanks. I give you thanks. I give you great, great thanks. And so it is, and so it shall always be. Aho.
Aho. Thank you, grandmother.